Hi, my name is Alana Shu. I grew up in North Texas, where I graduated at the top of my high school class before attending the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor, where I received the Presidential Scholarship, the Honors Scholarship, and I was on the Dean's List. I graduated from UMHB in 2010 with a Bachelor's of Science in Math Education. I worked as a private tutor and a learning consultant for a few years before I realized that watching my younger students grow and develop has awakened in me a desire to see people of all ages and in all settings acquire new skills. I pursued a career in education because I truly enjoy seeing people progress in their learning and development, both incrementally and overall. I've now expanded my previous aspirations and plan to pursue a career in learning development through human resources. It is for this reason that I began working on my Master's of Science in Human Resource Development at Texas A&M University in 2014. My vision expanded because I know that learning should not cease when formal education ends. I currently work as a learning and development specialist and instructional designer for a financial education institution. And in my role, I create and revise instructor-led and virtual classroom curriculum as appropriate to address our business needs. I deliver training programs to help employees maintain and improve their skills, and I stay abreast of new developments in the field of instructional design and training. Finally, I utilize sound instructional design principles to design and develop learning objectives, instructional strategies, curriculum, and training programs. One day I hope to be a learning and development manager of a team and help to guide a company to success through strengthening their human capital and investing in their people. I'm halfway through my master's program at Texas A&M, and I've taken several courses that have not only benefited me in my current position, but I believe have prepared me for my future employment opportunities. Applied Theoretical Foundations of Human Resource Development helped me to solidify the foundational knowledge base of HRD. I'm now able to provide an informed, focused, and integrative definition of human resource development, and I'm able to describe HRD as an applied discipline and understand the domains of expertise, including training and development, organizational development, and career development. Case studies in this class showed me the challenges that HRD professionals face, including workplace diversity, competing in a global economy, eliminating the skills gap, the need for lifelong learning, facilitating organizational learning, and addressing ethical dilemmas. In short, this class showed me how to apply theoretical foundations of human resource development to ensure employees obtain the necessary knowledge, skills, and abilities for current and future job demands. And in all honesty, this class was fascinating to me. The first part of the semester dealt with the history of human resources and human resource development, how it evolved, and then ways to practically apply the information that we learned. I loved that this class was not simply theory. This was a practical application of information and how we could benefit from it. We did 15 case studies as well as literature reviews to see how different companies and scenarios used different theories and how they practically and really applied abstract concepts to their concrete situations. It honestly changed the way that I think. Career development and human resource development allowed us to examine the classical and contemporary theories and practices of career development, with a particular focus on career issues faced by adults. We explored traditional career development, critiques of traditional theories, contemporary career development, alternative theories that are respective of diversity and inclusion, the role of technology in career development, career assessments and plans, HRD issues related to career development, and even career coaching. We learned how to apply those career theories to our own career history as well as our future aspirations. We also discussed how individual, social, institutional, cultural, and other contextual factors affect career development and coaching. One project in this class was peer coaching. We met with a classmate and exchanged roles of career coach. It was enlightening to see how I have progressed and made changes in my life, even if it wasn't a conscious choice and decision. And on that same note, this class honestly helped me with more than just career development. This class enabled me to see how and why people make the decisions that they do. Everyone has reasons for why they do what they do, and the career development theories were more of a life theory to me. The values-based approach resonated with me and explained why I have made the decisions that I have, but the cognitive information processing theory helped me to understand why my coworkers have chosen the path that they have. And so I was overjoyed that this class taught me more than I was expecting. It taught me about life and how to understand and empathize with people, and not just how to develop a career down a career path. Strategic planning for human resource development helped me to develop the vision, framework, tools, skills, and confidence to lead development of the human side of business, and to help it to be successful for today and tomorrow. Fundamentally, we thought about what business the enterprise is in, what business it should be in, and what strategic and operational changes are required to transform the enterprise into a high-performance organization. Throughout this course, our main emphasis was on organizational strategy, and we adopted and executed the perspective of HR senior management, committed to working with the other top managers of the enterprise to execute a winning strategy. In short, we focused on how to make a good plan and how to set ourselves up for success to achieve our SMART goals. My favorite project from this course was when we had to contact a company and meet with them to conduct interviews and learn about their HR department, and specifically their HRD department. To be able to look at an entire company's HR and HRD department and see how it affects the company at large, as well as how it wants to affect the company at large, was a fantastic gift. It helped me to see that there are great things that can be achieved, and that there's more than one way to achieve your goals. This course echoed much of what I learned in my career development course because it stressed the idea of thoughtful, purposeful, and strategic planning. Adult learning focused on the research and theory in adult learning, factors influencing the adult learning process, and how adult development intersects with learning in adulthood. We were encouraged to critique adult learning and development theories and practices through a variety of lenses, including those of race, class, and gender. And by the end of the course, I was able to identify who the adult learner is, identify factors that influence the adult participation in learning, discuss alternative ways of knowing and learning, identify various adult learning orientations and styles of learning, the nature of adult learning in informal and formal education settings, as well as examine learning in a social context. And in this class, we had a semester-long project where we had to learn something new. We got to learn whatever we wanted, and we had to write a reflection on our experience. What theories did we utilize? What methods of learning did we engage in? Were we successful in learning? How did we know? What mistakes did we make? What did we learn from the experience? And so I genuinely enjoyed this experience because it helped me to be aware of the different ways that I learn and how others are either similar or dissimilar. And this has made a tremendous difference in my training classes because while I was aware of these differences before, I now am actively aware of them, and I try to engage as many learners as I can through multiple methods and take into account their culture, background, and personal experience when talking with them. The Theory of Educational Human Resource Development Research course covered the theory and design of research and inquiry in various applications of models and research procedures, including quantitative analysis, naturalistic inquiry, research design, and preparation of research proposals, all as they relate to the discipline of educational human resource development and adult education. This course also taught me how to be a better consumer of research literature through reading, analyzing, and evaluating statistical techniques employed in the research. This class was beneficial because it helps me as a right-brained HR person to think more like a left-brained C-suite person. By utilizing the research and tools I learned in this class, I can provide facts and data to show how efforts are affecting the bottom line, how my efforts and the HRD efforts are affecting the bottom line. I can present the ROI, the return of investment, the ROE, the return of expectations. I can measure evaluations and communicate to managers in a language that they are familiar with and that speaks to them. I took a course about the techniques in e-learning development and delivery. This course both provided and added to the knowledge, skills, and abilities necessary to develop and deliver effective online courses, training programs, and learning units. Specific topics that were covered included management of e-learning projects, needs assessment and audience analysis, creation and editing of documents, images, audio, and video. This course heavily focused on arming students with the ability to create media for use in an online course. And this class was, is, and will continue to be a valuable resource to me. As the world becomes more and more globalized and digital, it is vital that learning instructors learn how to utilize the resources that we have. No longer can we stand in front of a room and lecture a class for 7 to 8 hours. We absolutely must find ways to engage learners across the globe as they sit in virtual training rooms with us or navigate the computer-based training modules we design. It was so much fun learning about all the different software options and discussing with the class which tool would be best utilized in each setting. And seeing as I am a distance learner myself, it was exciting to see how to include the lecture, the group discussions, small group work, critical analysis of readings, and web-based interaction in all that we do as instructors.